Hey guys, how's it going? This is Mike here with another video. This one is going to be a follow-up to the video I put up yesterday. Actually, it'll probably be longer. I think I said Sunday in the actual video, but it was actually filmed on Saturday. Sorry, it'd been a long week. Let's just say that. But none of you guessed it at this point. I'm shooting this on my good camera, so that way, you know, quality will be just better in general. But therefore, it'll take a little while to upload. So, you know, who knows? It might be a few days before this actually gets up. And I'll give you guys a little hint, and I think this hint will probably blow it. But let's just go ahead and try it. There you go. There's your hint. And if you still couldn't guess it, I made a 550 cord whip, or a nylon whip, and yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and show it to you guys real quick. This bad boy is technically, I guess I'm not sure. I have contradicting information. Some people say that the whip includes the handle, and some people say it doesn't. So I'm not really sure. But it has a 9-foot belly with a 1-foot handle. So I don't know if that's an 8-foot belly with a 1-foot handle. So I'm not sure if that's an 8-foot whip or 9-foot whip. But regardless, it is what it is. I used this kind of gray camo stuff. It's got, you know, white and gray and black mixed in with it. Looks really nice. And black for the final layer. This was my first attempt, so the pattern is kind of goofy. I don't know how to rectify this, but you know, I only got, you know, it's not consistent, as you guys can see throughout the whip, and I really don't care. That's fine with me. In fact, I think it gives it a little bit of an added touch, not having the whole thing the same. Usually there's like a decorative knot at the end. I didn't have enough 550 cord to do a decorative knot after the 16 plaid layer. This 16 plaid layer has almost 200 feet in it, so there you go. Instead, I ended up using this spring here that came from probably some old car parts. I really couldn't say. I saw it one day and snagged it in a thing. I can tell you how I found it, but it's kind of a long story to explain how I ended up with this. But it works nicely. It fits good. And I can always take it off and replace it with a decorative knot if I choose to do so. So I'll just go ahead and walk you down the entirety of the whip. You can see the taper is decent. It's not the best taper ever. I mean, keep in mind, this is my first whip, and maybe my last. I don't know, this thing was kind of hard to make. I'm sure it would be easier next time. But it goes from 16 plaid all the way down to a 4 plaid. Then of course you have your fall, which I have not actually snipped. This is actually part of the original core. If it starts to wear out, I'll snip that off and burn it, and then I can attach a fall. So at least that's my thought process. So there you go. I got this nice little red cracker on here, just a nice little accent color. I don't think I will always have a red cracker on it, just because I only have so much of that stuff, and you know, the insides of 550 cord is probably what will be being used more often, just because you know, I went through about 350 to 400 feet of paracord on this project, and I gutted it all, so I got a lot of gutted or 550 cord guts. I don't really know. The inner strands, the 7 inner strands, I didn't save it all, just because why? And it's a pain in the butt. It's more difficult to save the inner strands than it is to just pitch them. So I ended up getting rid of a lot of them, but I still probably have a solid 700 feet, probably more than that. So that's crackers for days. That's a whole lot of crackers. But it does crack nicely. I'm sure it's not the best cracking thing ever. It is kind of heavier than I thought it would be, but that's alright with me. I'm kind of a big guy, so it works out nicely. But I'll go ahead and give you one more crack, and then I'll actually cut to another video of me cracking it, and you'll actually be able to see it a little bit better. So please forgive me, I'm not an expert cracker. I just finished this guy yesterday, and you know, I mean, pretty much the only crack I know is the Cattleman's crack, and you know, I've been farting around with some other ones, but just not to the point where, you know, I'm good enough to actually, you know, do them successfully often. So here we go. There you go. That's your final crack, and now we'll go ahead and cut to the little video of me showing you at a little bit more of a distance. Let's try this one I've been working on. It's a little bit weird, but I'll give it a couple shots and see if I can get it for you guys. Oh, not quite. Ooh, so close. I kind of cracked that time. See, this is what I mean by I'm not an expert cracker at all. In fact, I can't do something. It's probably pretty elementary like that. So let's give it one more shot. There we go. Final shot. Got it. So it's a lot of fun. You know, I suggest if you have the time and, you know, an extra 400 foot of paracord lying around, you try it out. It's a good time. But that'll wrap it up for this video. Huge shout out to the guy that helped me make this via PM and comment. Really cool guy. His username, I believe, is 808 Craftsman Co. I cannot guarantee that I got that right, so please click the link in the description and check out his channel. Give him a sub. I think he's under 100 subs, and really cool guy. So check him out. If nothing else, just because he helped me. And he does have some really cool videos. He's got one of, it's kind of like a montage, or I think he calls it I can't remember what he calls it, but compilation, I believe, of his whip cracking last year. So check that out. I'll have that specific video in the link below, in the description below. I'll have a link for that video. And check him out. He's a real cool guy, and he helped me out a lot. So thank you so much, and I'll talk to y'all next time.